Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Oh, hello there.
Hello, your computer has virus.
All week long.
All rise. It's court time again. Feels like it's
court time again.
feels like it's been forever, but
It has been. Even Judge Herman has gone home working from
I
home
was
now.
just saying, you think he's got the diabetes?
I'm guessing so because he doesn't have a mask on or nothing like that. Typical, rigmarole. So I'm guessing he's working from home because either he is under the weather or somebody has been coughing too much in that courtroom. One of the two.
One of the two. Or he just wanted a vacation at home. Who knows? Back to regular schedule for now. We'll see how this thing feels down here
The thing.
after about an hour. I laughed about that over the weekend. I don't know how I did that. Anyways, we got a case to jump around to different courtrooms, mostly Zoom court, but I'm not sure if you knew this or not.
You said there was breaking news. Very big breaking news.
Breaking news out of Florida today, and they've all crossed the road and went into the woods. Perfect timing, by the
Is
way.
it a hijacking? What's going on here?
They're cows. They were all in the road, blocking the highway. They just let them off into the woods now. So I don't know where we go from here. It's been going on for quite a while. And of course, we go live, and they just
Actual cows, not like fat wormins or nothing. Just cows.
yes.
Okay, gotcha.
was-
Well, I mean, was there a wreck or something? How did we end up with cows on the road?
That's a great question. I have no clue. So anybody that's been watching knows a little of the details. Let us know. We just saw Meg not too long ago, actually.
Kill it. She was working it.
Yeah, I just it's I love going over to 3B, but man, things move very slowly over there.
Mm-hmm.
It seems
Snail space.
Kind of, yeah, and hard to hear him. Everybody starts complaining every time when you can hear us fine. You can hear the people in the courtroom except for him. So, just so we don't get yelled at. All right, let's get her kicked up. If the cows make their way back out onto the highway, I will let you know. We'll keep an eye on that breaking news. But for now, the Honorable Herman Marble Jr.
We're here till the cows come home.
Mr. Williams, what do you want to tell me before I proceed to sentencing?
I do want to let you know that in August, I'm eligible in August to go and grab my license. I haven't been driving since I have told you the last time I saw you. I've been taking the bus and catching rides throughout my grandmother. And I do have a job. I work at Pure Eber Spacer out in Brighton, and I catch the bus back and forth.
It looks like he's got a signed Ric Flair autograph.
How old did you say you were?
Oh my God,
24, sir.
Have you ever had
a
valid driver's license?
I never had a valid driver's license, but when I had turned 18, I did have a valid permit, and I didn't know the rules and regulations to the permit because I was going about doing things the wrong way at the time, and I never actually took initiation on going to grab my license.
15.
Is that what it was? A rollover?
I spent the whole. We got to chase.
How did you end up in jail 12 days ago?
Probation violation.
What are you on probation for?
CCW, sir.
CCW. Fine wrestling organization.
Okay. The sentence of the court's going to be as follows.
My man.
You're found guilty today.
Lucy B.
Today. You're represented by an attorney. This is not reportable to the Secretary of State.
Home Judge Herman is different, huh?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
He's very
send
laid
you
back. He's been
12
kind of
days,
generous.
you set it for 12 days. You know, Mr. Williams, you need to get your driver's license. I mean, I just can't even imagine
Breaking news: he needs his driver's license.
taking huge risks driving around without a license, because it means you're not going to have insurance. Even if there's insurance on the car, most insurance companies have
Smoke a lot of pot while he's at home. You think maybe he seems so
they can
relaxed.
void it out. So
He's
I really
massively
think you
chill.
need to get serious about getting your license. I mean, you know, you're cutting yourself out of jobs that you can have because you don't have a
Or
valid
either
driver's
it's falling out.
Judge, do you have 2 companion civil infraction tickets with that too?
You know, they're on the front of the file. No registration plate and no proof of
Enjoy.
insurance. So are they in default yet? Because this happened January, so I'm guessing those are in default.
Good news, they've allowed traffic to start going the other way. And they're just shifting around vehicles. I don't know. They put them into the woods and
131.
probably pew-pewing them.
79.
Get along to the woods now.
So nobody sees them.
As of yet, no.
They're not in default.
Start dragging carcasses from the
No,
woods.
they've been along with the.
Chris, in case you don't know how this works, this is our channel. And this is what we
Attorney.
do. And if you don't like it, you can go watch it yourself alone without anybody else in chat. And welcome. But this is how it works.
Glad you're here.
This is how,
You're a drunken lunch.
this is how the channel works.
I'll turn it up.
What a way to say
Well,
Facebook coming in and ruin our
you
Monday
can ask
already.
the City attorney about
You can
that.
Facebook people over there.
We love you, Facebook.
No, we do not.
Not the Facebook itself. The man Facebook. Just the people.
Thieves.
F the man.
Okay, I'll move on to the next file, but that needs to happen.
I don't like your
Check to
attitude.
See if she can get the city attorney, Judge. So who's the next one you're gonna call? We can come back to Mr. Williams then.
All right, the next one is Curitan.
He is definitely not feeling good today.
No. He's,
Wait a minute. Williams needs to stay down there so we can get this civil infraction. You need to stay downstairs.
Oh, so I can leave the booth, but stay downstairs?
Correct. Because we
Okay.
got to figure out what's going on with your civil infractions, okay?
Yes, sir.
it's a massive Chick-fil-A ad.
Kiss my ass. I'm an effing moron. I don't understand how
Oh,
life
Judge,
works.
Mr.
Kiss my
Sparrow's stepping in right now. Maybe we need to go back. Or do you need a minute?
Come
sir?
on back, Mr. Williams.
Well, Nathan, just hop on YouTube next Friday
How
at
y'all
6 p.m. East. You don't need one.
Mhm.
No, no proof of insurance.
Okay, fine.
And no valid plate.
Is that a rapper?
Somebody got their hair did.
By his bitch. Over the weekend, they got bored.
Can we get
I've got
Mr.
a
Williams
video
back in for a minute? I think they're
Of
ready.
a guy getting pulled. He's a rapper.
Sorry about that.
You okay?
Bad Bougie. And I'm like, I don't know who the hell that is.
I know one person that would know. Redface. He seems to be up with that and the shoes.
Yeah, no valid
Got a
plate. no
finger
proof of
in the
insurance
pulse
are
of
the
it.
two civil infractions.
Still can't spell better than a
We're back
10-year-old
on,
leader.
Judge.
Dave, thank you for the $2. Thank you, Holla, for the diabetes fund.
Civil infraction.
Yes, thank you very much, Your Honor. My understanding is that there's one infraction for no proof of insurance and one infraction for improper plate.
Hello,
I
Julie.
would be willing to dismiss
What
the
you got?
improper plate if he wants to pay the infraction.
I
for
am
no proof of
bored
insurance.
with sick Judge Marble, TBH.
Sick Judge Herman is not as fun.
I have no idea what we got going on over here, but
is the longer of the two. I counted
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
How many games of pool he's already
Then
won?
on B, which is shorter than 2, I counted another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Well,
6, 7, 8.
I just moved over to the all-white chambers here.
There's a total of 31 items. And it took them 15 minutes to get through the self-checkout.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so that's about 30 seconds per item. How long have you worked at Walmart?
August 27th of the year.
Okay, do you do this basic job where you watch people go through the checkout fairly often? You'd agree that it has to be pretty unpopular. It's going to take 30 seconds per item, 15 minutes to scan.
Who stole the big dude here, or the white, or the girl?
Haired lady.
A little longer. It's common to take
His
15
Walmart
minutes per
uniform.
customer. The self-checkout line?
Just depends on which they have.
Well, 31 items. I'm talking about somebody that has a giant cart full of stuff and 31 items. You're telling me the average customer takes 15 minutes to get through the self-checkout 31 items.
I can flash that?
Did it strike you as at all long? Okay, this is just so it strikes you normal. You apparently do know the average if you're telling me it's normal.
Diabetes.
No, it was not normal when they first missed the first few items. That's why.
Okay, so it's not normal for you to take 15 minutes to get through the checkout line.
Double F, welcome, buddy.
Oh.
Hey,
Feels
hey,
like it's been a month.
Looking at this first exhibit A.
Sarge?
I see down at the bottom. Well, sort of actually in the middle, I see cash tendered 100. Cash tendered 100. Cash tendered 100. What does that mean?
They put cash in the machine.
$100 bills, I would assume? Okay, so it kept track of each of the $100 bills that went through.
you assume
Then
correct.
see, a little further down, it says payment decline, reason 05, transaction decline, et cetera. It says EBT, SNAP 114.18, inbound 114.18.
Excuse me, if they were putting in a bunch of hundreds,
Yeah.
that would
But it says there's a reason 05.
that would take me 15 minutes to ring everything up. I would be asking if it's one of those that weighs everything, by the way, because a lot of them you don't have, it doesn't. Boy, if they have to weigh everything, I will not do self checkout.
Objection.
Oh, wow. You don't understand what receipts mean necessarily?
About the same here,
Well, then
sir.
explain this, please.
Dang. Hot.
It means that they're paying decline.
No, it says there's a reason. It marks a reason 05. What is reason 05?
Not too bad. 88 feels like 93.
Yes. Yeah, approach the witness. All right. Sorry.
I wish.
Net response payment decline.
This is the witness on the stand right now, giving us testimony.
Is that Shaggy, I believe, from
Could be.
I would say the $300. So you agree that even though they paid $252 and were given change, they put $300 into the machine. And if I were to take that $300 and add to it the $114.18.
Yeah, we got a case.
Card, they obviously tried to use.
Dead over
Right?
there.
I mean, the fact that it's on this receipt.
See,
indicates they
look
tried
like
to use
Shaggy.
that card. And if it hadn't been declined, a credit of $114 would have been put against this total.
Brittany Shelley.
Yes.
Okay.
So they put all these $100 bills in and they still owed $140?
$300.
Yeah, that's where I'm a little bit confused, but I think they said it was 31 items.
That would come up to $414.18, would it not? And the total of both receipts, if you look at the first receipt, $252.11. The second receipt for the items that you claim were unpaid is after tax, is $137.48, correct?
Most are, to an
That would
extent,
have total, you add those amounts up, that comes
especially
in
this one.
about $389, $390 roughly. I didn't do the math, but you can do that.
Say,
Comes in well below $414.18. So they in fact attempted to tender an amount that was sufficient to cover this entire purchase. The purchase and the allegedly unscanned items.
Hello, who's handsome?
Hey.
Also, I just want to turn to some of your earlier testimony. You stated that none of the items that were recovered could be put back on the shelf. You just stated that none of the recovered items could be returned to the shelves. You did not. Mr. Hill asked you if you were asking for restitution about $137.48.
What's he getting to? That they made a mistake?
You said yes.
With the money?
Mr. Hill asked you if you on
I don't know,
Walmart
like they're saying Walmart's wrong, Walmart's wrong.
$37.48, and you said that you were.
What does restitution mean? I don't know.
To be paid back.
He said no, paying
You're
restitution.
not asking for that.
No.
So to be clear, it's not accurate that none of these items were returned to the shelf.
I thought he said Tinder too.
He did.
All merchandise was actually recovered then.
Yes.
Legal.
Okay. So in the end, while Walmart didn't get the sale of $137.48.
Got some nice shoes, you're right.
retained all the merchandise that was allegedly unpaid.
Yeah.
All right, so.
Somebody go get this man another pen, please.
In terms of
Jesus.
this transaction.
No.
Everything that left Walmart was paid for.
Yeah.
And everyone-
That's the last point of sale.
Well, all left Walmart. Well, sure, that doesn't never left
Like
Walmart.
they walked past the last point of sale with the unpaid merchandise.
Okay, but what I'm saying is the items that actually left Walmart
Yeah, they were back.
were paid for. No,
No, we're not.
to be clear.
Is he trying to say that stuff they paid for, Walmart put back on the shelf to sell again?
I kind of think that's where he's going with this.
You didn't get it, so you're telling me that this first receipt is incorrect? They didn't pay you $300 and get $47.89 in
Exhibit A is what they paid for, exhibit B. is-
Come stay indoors.
They're not paying for exhibit B.
Lay low.
And we got the merchandise.
Bigfoot?
Merchandise back on exhibit B.
So what they left with, what left Walmart was paid for.
Yes,
And what didn't leave Walmart, all went back on the shelves.
yes.
Okay, that's what I want to be clear on. Just one moment, it's all just a second.
The defense is really grilling Walmart.
Yeah, this is pretty interesting.
Is there a class action lawsuit down the road, or what we doing? Mega lawsuit?
I mean, we've got exhibits and everything. X to the Z exhibit.
Are you able to go through that and remember from watching the video, things that they didn't even attempt to scan?
Yes, sir.
I saw that, like light blue Crocs, it looks like.
I know for a fact that Fort Warren.
Is that what they-
He just stuck it straight into the
Badass.
Use the gun, grab the gun, leave it on.
You guys are very astute. Everybody notices the blue shoes. It was on the screen for 2 seconds.
Such a small part of it.
Everything that's going on. That's what everybody sees the same thing. That's why we all enjoy doing this, because it's a perfect example. Hey, Nate.
What's up, Nate?
How about the frame?
By the way, can you please like this video? It would help us out tremendously here.
The picture frames, they just did not scan it at all.
I feel like the prosecutor is just all
Now,
kinds
on
of
here, there is
feeling a lot better. Not 100%, but a lot
there's
better.
a 5x7 frame. And then on the ones that are.
Good enough to make it an hour at least.
8x10 frame. Do you remember how that all transpired?
Yeah, they had two frames, and then the smaller one was on top of it, and they skinned the smaller one without skinning the other two.
Oh, pro tip from TikTok. Yeah, you double up things and you just, two things at once and you just. That's a
The other ones
very common way of people ringing things up, especially if you have something like picture frame. Think about it.
Yeah.
You have them perfectly on top of each other.
Let's say the frames and the Fort Warren, you definitely see as my memory, but yeah.
I wonder if, like maybe they hid stuff inside stuff.
there's a-
They had large, bulky items.
Could be.
Diabetes.
Can't think of it.
Oh, I didn't. I'll have to watch.
Would there be items with suction cups on?
Yes.
It's a
you
pro
have
move.
any memory of either of those items from your review?
And his underwear, Carol.
Why is he standing so close to the guy?
I know it is kind of weird.
The other guy was like a mile across the room, and he's literally making out with him over here.
Gee, Stephen O'Neill. I think that he probably just wants to smell his sweat, get an idea if it's sweet or not.
No, that's a good move.
The question was put to you about the fact that you were observing
Not bad.
this purchase. from
That's a
very
good thing.
beginning, And it took 15 minutes. Was there anything about their behavior that caused them to draw out longer than
That
maybe they just-
that just hasn't been reported on. They've been when you order online.
The main reason I was really watching, I watch people's bugs, that's what's in there.
That's a very common thing, though.
See everything like that, and that's what I really look at. And then when they went up to self checkouts, just I watched them for a little bit, and then the first couple things they misscanned for the first couple things when they misscanned.
So you've testified already that you had one of the people that watches that area go. Yes. And then the question was then put to you.
I can still see her
well,
looking
You
at
saw other things that weren't scanned. Why didn't you have
visit
them
her.
step in again?
Yeah.
So what's the answer to that?
If that, then I would not.
Okay. It was obvious to you that it was not a mistake.
No.
Objection.
If I
Pointy
had
shoes,
asked
objection.
A and B be admitted, I'll ask that this time.
They are.
That's all.
Oh, we're gonna get scissors.
I like that he said,
Yes, Your Honor, Mr. Trinity, you just asked that,
I want to see if
or
those
you
shoes
testified that you wouldn't be able to catch shoplifters if you'd stopped them prior to one of the last.
Yes, if I prevented them without going, if I tried to prevent them and with that, the first.
Oh, Mary.
Going up to them, and then
I
they-
can't believe loss prevention was trying to prevent something for once.
Decision that they are doing some purpose.
Okay. And what's your title again?
API, Asset Protection Investigator.
Okay.
It wasn't APA, Asset Protection Association. It just got recently changed.
Did it ever used to be like loss prevention or anything?
Yes.
Okay. So wouldn't it be better for Walmart to prevent shoplifting as opposed to letting it happen and then trying to stop it?
Could you repeat that?
Well, I mean, you knew that they had trouble before.
I'm going to object. That's going to call on him to determine what Walmart's policy is. I don't think that he's in a position to do that.
He may not be, I'll let him answer.
I'm sorry, it's
I
a
mean,
great.
you're already
It was a
in
great
position
question.
watching them, and you're trying, you said you couldn't catch shoplifters.
Sick
So
bird.
shoplifters. Correct.
I do not want to, but it's my job. I have to.
Okay. Couldn't you have prevented a possible misunderstanding or some kind of shoplifting if you just had approached them or had them approach them again?
I tried, I had them approach me.
Right, and then when you saw that they're still having some trouble, you could have approached them. You had two different people go up and try to help them out. So obviously they're having trouble. So it's within the realm of possibility that they didn't intend to steal anything, they just didn't know what they're doing.
They,
I'm going to object to that question. He doesn't have a way to speculate about that. All he saw was what he saw.
I'm going to overrule it because that's one of the elements that has to be proven.
This judge is
You watched them
lenient.
twice.
I like it.
Two different people go up and try to help them out. Is it within the realm of possibility that they just made a mistake, they didn't know what they're doing, they weren't intending to steal anything, they just didn't know what they're doing? Is it possible? Because they had trouble with it before.
Hey, Bella.
um,
Oh, Hellcat.
I mean, the thing is, it is a self-checkout. Self-checkout. And I had one coworker go up there and then the other one saw, I didn't even ask the other coworker to go up there. And she was helping them. And they still missed $130 worth of items.
I understand that, but.
That's actually
You talk
quite a
about
bit,
the
though.
Pork loin being in the buggy. In fact,
Buggy.
Part of that.
In
video,
the
you can
buggy.
see that
So
Mr.
$130 worth of items stole, but didn't they pay for $300 worth of stuff
You can
already?
see the picture, can't you?
I mean,
Yeah, it comes in the picture once in a
every once in a while, but sometimes he's out of pictures. You don't know if he's attempting to scan things or not. Once he's
Yeah,
out of
you can
pictures.
see the gun where the gun is.
When that gun, if it lights up red and doesn't ring the
Pew
bar
pew, please.
code or anything, it doesn't ring it up correct. If it doesn't hit the bar code correctly.
Yeah.
Sometimes you can push the thing, red light comes on, it
Yeah,
doesn't,
yeah, you have to hit it.
doesn't make that ding sound. They'll let you know.
Sometimes you can get mad and not ring up a case of water on the bottom just because, Walmart pisses you off.
Bastards.
It happens.
No, he grabbed the more point and put it straight into the back.
But it was in the buggy, and he went over to the buggy and tried to scan something. So you don't
Anybody
know
who's
if
not
that's
from the
scanned.
South, a buggy is a shopping cart, just so you know.
What about the potato salad? So he put it out on the thing and they put it back. Is it possible he forgot that he didn't scan that one?
I don't know what he might have forgot or what, but all I know is he put the potato salad out of his buggy.
Potato salad?
He
Ron
scanned
White?
One item, grabbed the potato salad again and put it in the bag without even attempting to scan the potato salad.
He also testified that he had the 5x7 frame on top of 8x10 frames, and he scanned the 5x7 frame by setting a pop. 8x10, is that correct?
Yes.
Is it possible he scanned the 5x7 and tried to hit it 2 more times? I mean, do you know for sure whether he attempted to scan those, the other 8x10s?
No.
And you're certain of that?
Yes.
And you said something, I didn't know what you're talking about. You said something about 2-for-1 deal or 2-for-1.
It's like whenever you have like say 2 of the same items and you scan one of them and then you put both of them in the bag. That's how I described it, like the 2-for-1. I don't know how else to describe it.
Okay, so
I mean,
scan one, the other one doesn't get scanned. Is that what you're saying? That's a
Wow,
2-for-1, not like 2-for-1.
Yeah, it's like this.
Twice to get it, only got.
That one's a very special one. It's see-through. It looks like a penis.
this is a great.
I'm looking at these items, just, there were several on here, and you've got, they scanned 38.97, and 28.98, 13.98, 15.98, 19.48. So the more expensive items.
Not if you live here.
Paid for, and you got random stuff like a sweater, but then you have a razor, and then a potato salad.
It said something about a
So
big
it's
chunk
not
of
like
meat
it was
too.
a
I
concerted
think.
effort to try to hide anything, just they were
Well, the first
having trouble.
few items on the exhibit.
They weren't qualified to check out people. They weren't trained there at Walmart like they should be.
Items, like I said, when they first walked up there, they missed it, that was first few items, and those were the most expensive items in that.
Right, and you testified that they were having trouble.
Yes, and that's how those items got on there, is because the coworker scanned them himself.
Those were cameras.
I have nothing further.
Sorry.
Penis cameras. Does he have his own attorney and she has her own attorney?
Oh,
Just want to clarify something you said a
Boy.
minute ago. You said
Yeah.
if you had helped them get through you recognize they were having trouble and helped them, you wouldn't be catching a shoplifter, correct?
Yes, if I help everybody, I say
Right.
that's not scanning out.
And
a
you said,
wheelbarrow
you know,
full of
catch
pennies is
shoplifters
fine,
every
Pamela.
time. So your job performance is
Theft from Walmart.
evaluated not on whether you stop stuff from leaving the store. but whether you
$1,000
catch
worth
people
of
getting
potato
caught,
salad.
correct? Your job performance is not rated on stopping theft, it's rated on prosecuting people.
Yeah, I want to see the shoes.
My job is like mainly preventing shrink. That shrink is anything that's getting stolen, missing items, destroyed items, stuff like that.
So you actually would still be doing your job if you help these people get paid correctly. You'd still be doing your job.
Yeah.
And Walmart would look at you and say, well, you're not catching shoplifters. You're not doing a good job. They say, oh, good job. This stuff didn't go out.
They look at, if I apprehend someone, which as I did then that's Walmart said that's good for me.
So Walmart doesn't want you to help people pay for their items. Walmart wants you to catch people stealing. That's what Walmart's looking for out of you. Correct? If we have this situation arises twice, and one time you say, oh, go help these folks, and then everything gets scanned, and they go about their business, and Walmart didn't lose anybody, nobody gets arrested, that doesn't help your numbers. And then the other time, these people they're having trouble, and you arrest them for shoplifting, that is good.
Oh, now he's basically saying that he's making shit up now just for his own job.
Yeah, you got, if you aren't catching people.
So it's better for you, if you see these people having trouble scanning things, Walmart rewards you not for stopping, for helping them.
He's
Walmart
going there.
rewards you for letting them have their problems and grabbing the door, correct? It doesn't reward you, you didn't just testify, your numbers are, that your job performance is better if you stop a shoplifter than if you help someone with register.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, you don't look good in your job, you don't think looking good in your job helps you? You said earlier that you used to be I think you said AP associate, now you're an AP.
They changed the job.
That wasn't a promotion you got, but at any rate.
And potato salad.
You look better in your job.
Very loud.
Look more effective.
Me across the room, and it's like,
Stop shoplifting, allegedly, if you apprehend somebody, than if you just stop the problem at the source, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Other thing I wanted to ask about is these receipts. Now, Exhibit B, I don't know if you still have those or not. I'm going to just approach those. We don't need official ones. I think it'll work.
It's an interesting approach, though, how he just did that. I mean, it's the same thing as a salesman, right? If you're not selling things,
if you're not catching shoplifters,
yeah,
or accusing people of shoplifting, are you really doing your job?
Exactly. I mean, it brings up a good point.
They pay for these items. And Walmart generated this receipt out of a little self-checkout machine. How'd you get this receipt?
After they leave, the associates that work over in where the self-checkouts are, they can go up, when they leave, they can go up, print the receipt again, of what the last person is.
So do you have the receipt? Did you take the receipt from them that they checked out with, or did you get a second one printed?
I have their original.
You have their original? Yes. And when they make a purchase, that receipt belongs to them, doesn't it?
Yes, I've been copies.
But you took their original?
I'm good, yes.
And you still have it?
Maybe.
You didn't give it back?
No.
All right, thank you. No further questions.
You may step down.
Excuse me, I do have a couple more questions.
Oh, redirect. Yeah.
2 bites.
Well, I mean, it was response to questions he asked.
You step down, sir.
Wow. Judge said no.
Judge does not like that dude. I'm pretty sure.
He's like, nope, we're done with him.
Because
Your Honor, this time I'm going to move for judgment of acquittal. I don't think they've met every element of the crime in Mr. Spence case as far as purpose to deprive Walmart and only doing so. They had 15 minutes to scan 31 items, is a very long time. Even with a cashier, that'd be done in 2 minutes tops. I don't think they had any intent of taking anything. You
Well, I
look
was
at
about to agree with you to the pork loin. The pork loin's a problem.
pork loin's a problem.
So I'm going to deny it based on the pork loin.
Your Honor, I want to make the same motion on,
It's denied for the same.
if I may I speak for just a second, Your Honor, for the purpose of the record. Any testimony regarding the pork loin was regarding Mr. Spence, not Ms. Hartman, so I'm going to make the same overall motion, and that would be my response to that issue, and then just for the record.
Okay. I'm going to say it was a joint enterprise, whatever was going on, so.
By the way, when you sign up for anything for BJ, Sam's, Costco, it's in there that you give them the right to check everything at the end.
Your Honor, Mr.
Not at
Spence,
Walmart.
hard of hearing, so I'm going to get a little closer to him. if that's okay.
Not at Walmart, but any of those members only.
Sir, and I'll refer you in.
Is the pork loin thief coming up on the stand?
You raise your right hand, sir. You swear the testimony about the
He
truth,
is.
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Tiger salad and pork
You
loin.
have to say yes.
He got a big weekend planned.
Thank
It was the 4th of July weekend.
Mr. Spence, you say your full name for the record?
Bite size?
What's that now?
State your full name for the record.
Basil Spence Jr.,
Junior, how old are you?
70.
And where do you currently live?
What's that?
Where do you live?
Wayne, West Virginia.
Wayne, West Virginia. And how long have you lived in Wayne, West Virginia?
All my life.
Now, you understand why you're here today is because you've been charged with the theft allegation from Walmart over in South Point, Ohio. You understand that?
Sure do.
Have you ever been to that Walmart before?
Yes.
More than 10 times, less than 10 times?
About every 2 weeks, I go at that Walmart. With a big, got more items, bigger items where I live. So the reason I go to Walmart, I go with Wayne, it don't have what other people, just other stores got.
So when you go there, do you normally use the checkout or do you go to the cashier?
That's the first time I used that.
First time you ever used the self-checkout?
That,
Are you sure about that?
And you heard the testimony today, you had 31 items that you picked up in your buggy and you tried to, you went in and tried to scan some of them, you had some trouble. All that testimony?
get light up.
Well, hold on, do you recall that testimony? Do you recall the testimony about you had 31 items, you went to self-checkout, you had some problems checking out?
Didn't happen.
Right.
Wasn't me.
Someone came over and tried to help you. Was it? What were they trying to help you do?
Somebody come over here, done something to the register, boy, a guy, I don't know what he did. I don't know, I just.
What kind of part of it?
Okay, I have a, United Health insurance, paying $100 on my food. It went due 31st, and that's been on over that evening. And then, that was the last day. The next day, they put another $100 on.
Thank you, Pamela.
Yep. Food.
What were you using that card for? Were you trying to buy food with that?
I
card?
tried, and that girl come over and said, after you try your card, you can't, no, after you done put money in, you can't use the card.
Yeah, Walmart is.
That wasn't true. I've done it before.
Look
I
how
wanted
simple
my, I
the
always got it on the
that
card
Walmart is.
until it rolls over the next one.
Okay, so how much money did you have cash with you
On me?
at the time?
Take 2,000 cash, $100.
$100 bills.
He's walking around with 2K in his pocket.
Are you employed?
Who doesn't?
$7,000 cash.
I had the property
Big
I
deal.
sold, and I had some money, a little bit of money left, after I paid everything off. And I put it in my pocket, and I always take money because of these cards. And I use my cards, and then I said, I better want to use this, because it goes out the 31st. It comes back on the 1st. I'd like somebody to look at it, if they would.
It's not about.
It's United Health food benefits, it's telling you right there.
All right, and we're not here about your card, we're here about whether you scan certain items and intend to take them from Walmart without.
Sure.
paying for it. That's what you're here for, okay?
Yeah, I guess that's what it is, yeah.
Yeah, so what they're alleging that you intend.
The girl come over and said, about the money, I've done put 200 in, then I was gonna use the card. Okay? And she said it won't take it after you done put money. So I gave her another 100. She did it. She put that 100 in
Okay.
there.
It's not about the money you put in, I'm talking about, they're saying there's certain items you didn't scan. And that they're alleging that you tried to steal that from Walmart, you tried to take off with it without paying. Did you try to take things from Walmart?
He's trying to divert to the money situation, not about the not scanning things.
There's a mention of the tenderloin that was in your bucket.
I remember tenderloin.
Where was the tenderloin in your bucket?
What is it?
Where was it? Where was the pinhole line in your body?
I laid it out on top, and when I scanned it, 'cause I put on cold food in one bag, potato salad and stuff like that. All the cold stuff in one bag.
It's true. His own attorney just gave him attitude.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know what else.
Imagine how he acted the day he was accused of stealing.
Seemed like it just $10, 37 cents. I do all the shop.
You recall trying to scan that pinhole?
Did I?
Yeah.
I sure did. And anyway, it read, I don't know that. So many people and noise over at, you know.
So sometimes you scan it, you see the red light, but could you hear the ding? I thought the ding earlier.
You can, some of them. I mean, I heard them, you know, every time I scanned it. But I scanned everything in that bag. I scanned some before, just as I got there, I went down in that bag and get me scanned some. Took it
Down
out.
in that thing, Creed.
Do you remember Miss Holland was with you, correct?
What's that?
I was arm deep in that bag.
Yes, and she's had a broken back, they put it in, and she had to sit down right there.
Ah?
Because she couldn't walk,
It's deep.
When she goes to the shop, and she gotta sit down, and I have to do all this. And I told her to take the hangers. Be sure to take the hangers off, 'cause I can't get them in the bag.
All right, so your job was to scan.
Yeah.
And she was going to bag.
Yeah.
Now, at the point where you paid $300 cash to pay for the items, and I believe.
I do.
I'm going to hand you what's been marked as exhibits A and B. A, I'll submit to you, is the items that you paid for, okay? And then exhibit B is items that will not scanned. Okay?
Got his readers on.
Oh, if they weren't talking, we could just hear them talking.
So you see,
These two.
see those two sheets, correct? So they're sending out 31 items, 13 of them weren't scanned by you. And one of them included that tenderloin, and the potato salad, and a couple of frames.
I remember scanning all of it.
Potato salad, so funny.
Is it possible you scanned it and didn't get through?
So now,
Is it possible you thought you scanned it and didn't get through?
I always see the light come on. You know, it lights up, but I remember going all over these, scanning.
No, that was just some whispers. If it was quiet in there, though, you'd be able to hear everything they just said.
Is that possible?
I don't think so. I don't think so. It happened this way.
And if he could get it, the old guy leaving.
I'm not gonna sell it because I want to put it in the old item with the other stuff. And the meat.
Well, that was up to her to worry about, not you.
I want it all to be together. Her clothes. All she had to do is take the hangers off. But the woman come over. I don't know what she's doing. I mean, the first time. She could have told me that didn't ring up. This didn't ring up. Why didn't she tell me?
I mean, at 42 years old, I've missed a few things on accident and had to go back and rescan it. I can't imagine at 70, to be honest with you.
Where you left the subject up,
Say.
at that time, did you believe you paid for all your items?
Yes. I didn't think nothing about it.
So when you left the cash out area,
Oh, it's a little hot, but I can understand everything they're saying.
were you stopped by anyone from Walmart after you left?
Except for Mikey, I can't hear what
Did
he's.
they stop?
Yes.
Who
And
stopped?
it's completely jumbled. Reading your,
I don't know.
for me.
Mr. Stone sitting there?
He stood in front of my bucket.
Okay, what did he
They
say?
had, the woman had her.
All right, what did Mr. Stone say to you?
This guy?
Yes.
So you're gonna have to, you got some unpaid items that gotta be looked at or something like that.
He took me all the way back up, that room, on the other end.
That's right, I am. Thank you, Ken.
First thing he asked me, I need your social security number. I don't give my social security number. Not something like this.
That's true.
I'm taught better. But I give him driver's license.
Okay.
So he told him that he needed.
Okay, so you gave him the driver's license, but you didn't give him the social security number. What happened after that?
Right. He grabbed the phone and I said, I ain't gonna give you social security. Then when the second he hung up, and there was the deputy told him, come in the door. It's like he's standing up there, waiting.
Did you ever have a conversation about paying for the unpaid items?
Never. And he didn't talk to me about it.
He didn't talk to you about it. Did you offer to pay, did you offer to anybody?
Yeah, I offered to pay. He said, unpaid items. And I said, let me pay you. Let me pay you for this.
Okay, so you did offer to pay.
That was the first when he stopped me the first time. Then when he got up there, I asked him 2 more times, could I pay? Go ahead and pay for this. But he's gonna call, it's too late. That's the word.
Too late to pay now, bud.
So then what happened?
In that point, the sheriff's department, the deputy showed up,
Handcuffed.
did he take you to jail?
Yes, both of us.
I kind of they should allow them to pay for the
No way of taking a video.
Absolutely.
Why didn't you pay for it out of Walmart?
I mean,
Deputy.
unless you're having that conversation out in the truck, you know what I mean? Like if you're still inside the
trying to
store.
leave. If you're still in the store, just say, hey, you missed some stuff, turn around and go pay for it. That's what you do at Sam's Club.
Yeah.
In black letters. And they lifted over the jail. They put the red thing on you and take your picture and all that crap. It's uncalled
All right, so when you worked at Walmart, it's your intention to purchase every
They
item?
did a mug shot in the Walmart.
Yes.
You weren't intending to deprive Walmart of any items, were you?
So again,
You weren't intending to deprive Walmart of any items, were you?
I'm gonna why.
And you said you hadn't done anything like, have you ever been arrested before?
No,
So you've never been convicted of a crime before this?
no,
And you're 7 years old?
70.
That's the first time.
Mr. Starr.
I like how he
I have
ended
a
there
question, Mr.
with the
Spence.
age.
Mr. Hill.
Uh-oh.
Your Honor, you have exhibits A and B.
I did.
What's it going to come in with?
Well, Mr. Spence, you've got a good.
While this old man does this thing, I'm going to run out. Check traffic and weather together. I'll be happy.
Sounds to me, everything you testified to, you know exactly when it happened, how it happened. And you're sure you know how this all took place, right?
Yeah, I can see that.
Now, you're not disputing that you left the store with stuff that hadn't been paid for.
I didn't leave.
Well, I mean, you were leaving the store. You left the checkout area, you were leaving the store.
Yes, I didn't even get to the buggies.
And you have all of this stuff here in Exhibit B that wasn't paid for, right?
What they're saying.
Okay, well.
That's what they're saying.
Pay for something.
I scanned everything in there.
Okay. Now, Mr. Spinda testified that you just stuffed stuff in bags without even scanning.
I might have she took the hangers off, but I know I scanned up. I took that little hand scanner, went down in the buggy and got covers.
The first thing, and I want to look, we're going to look at Exhibit A here. The first thing that you scan says MS or 5 sheet. That was a 5-shelf, like a little thing to put in your bathroom or something to put stuff on, right? Remember that? When you're buying a
Yeah.
5-shelf?
Yeah.
You scan that, right?
Remember that.
Then you picked up 2 pairs of jeans out of the bucket. Remember that?
Yes.
And you scanned the lead jeans.
How do you remember that, though?
Yes. Lead
jeans, and then you gave the other pair of jeans to your wife, GE Slim jean, you gave those to your wife, and she put them in the back, didn't she?
Yeah, she bagged the big part of.
She put them in the back. They hadn't been scanned. And that's when the associate came over and corrected the fact that you hadn't scanned an item.
Nobody did that.
Well, the gentleman that works there,
Nobody.
you said they came over to help you 2 different times.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about, the first time.
I didn't know what to do.
Well, and then your wife.
She didn't say.
Your wife, it was a he.
He didn't
And
say
then your
why.
wife took that pair of keys out of the bag after having.
Please
put
get
them
his
in.
pronouns correct.
You scanned, right?
He scanned?
You scanned them
What's up, bud?
after she had already put them in the bag. I can see it.
I can't remember that. See anything.
Up to this point, you remember everything, so that's the first thing you don't remember, right?
Yeah.
I remember the jeans.
Okay.
He had $10,000 in his wallet.
Short. That was like an item of clothing. You scanned that item. All right?
Shorts?
Yeah.
Shorts, yes.
All right.
You bought some dungarees.
There was a 6-pack box of briefs. You scanned that.
Sure did.
Okay.
If they'd have let him pay for the stuff, how much money would that have saved the
There
taxpayers?
was a 5x7 picture frame.
I remember that.
You remember that coming out of your buggy with 2 8x10 picture frames?
I remember scanning it.
You remember scanning the 5x7? The one on top? And then you put the 2 8x10s in the bag without scanning them, didn't you?
No, I scanned everything.
You did. Okay. All right. We talked about the potato salad. You took that out of the buggy. You put it up-
Going through every single thing on the list. I love
And
it.
then you got other stuff out.
Cold stuff.
Cold stuff.
Diabetes.
Uh,
Diabetes.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
Jim.
didn't scan it either.
Why don't we
Yes, I did.
You took it
watch
out.
the video?
You got the potato salad and the smoked sausage, you put them in a bag, and then your wife tied the lid, the tops on this, didn't she? She was tying the bags closed.
She does.
She didn't do all of them, but just the ones that, the stuff that you didn't, the stuff that you didn't scan, she tied the tops on.
Cold stuff.
Yes, I
We
did.
always tie the bag of cold
The
stuff.
Del Grill.
We go to the pool when we get outside.
That old man's feisty.
I had a list of everything that I was going to pick up over there, but I don't know where it's at home.
I just don't see him being part of a big theft ring. You know what I mean?
Now, the 2 people that worked there that came to assist you, both of those people were there right in the very beginning when you first started scanning.
I didn't see nobody. I mean, I don't look for anybody.
Well,
He did this to the Walmart.
It's,
guys.
People came over to help you. People from Walmart came over to help you.
His dad's there.
Yeah, I remember.
No,
that.
that's Hunchback, dude. The weird.
The guy.
You know what I'm talking about? He stands at the table. He's got
But
the
I'm
weird
saying
ass.
that you were there scanning for like 15 minutes in that amount of time.
Are they a time limit on the
I'm
scan?
not saying that. My question is, those 2 people who work for Walmart came over to you during the first couple minutes that you were there. And then the rest.
You know what I'd do through this whole thing? I would keep saying, I intended to scan every single item. Yes, it was 15 minutes. They came over twice. I had to wait for the person to come over. They're helping everybody else because everybody else is screwing up. That's what I'd say over and over and over again.
Bath mat. Remember the bath mat? Yeah. Never made it out of your car, did it? You just put stuff right on top of it. Never took it out. Never
Oh,
scanned it.
well.
Right?
That's true. Where's the video?
That's all I have.
Yeah, where's the video? Why can't we all just watch the video together?
Probably deleted it right after.
To not letting him pay before he's even out the door is bullshit.
That is. It really is.
Mr. Spence, he's gone through some items on these receipts, what you would call scanning or not scanning. And you also said that you didn't scan things.
I'm sorry.
You believe you scanned the items. Is that
Forgot,
correct?
it's the world of Walmart.
And
There's lighting up now.
And West Virginia.
And that beat after that, now, I don't, like I say, some of them, I've heard it, But there's a lot of people, I don't know in there.
And if it's possible you missed some items, you would have paid for it. If you
I would have, yes.
And you didn't know you hadn't paid anything until after you.
He's right. There's a lot of noise at self checkout. Tons of beeping and buzzing like that all around you.
Some things until Mr. Spence stopped you. Is that correct?
Right, that's the first thing that surprised me, he jumped on my buggy.
All right. And then so you said 3 times, once when he first stopped you, and twice when you got back to the office.
I
You
said,
offered to pay for it.
let me pay for it. That's the first word I said.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Spence.
Anything?
Oh, I don't have anything else.
Oh, he has a chance to go up this time of his.
I have no further.
Please don't put that old woman on the stand.
No, I'm gonna call Miss Holland to the stand.
Gosh, she's on her way.
I can hear her attorney already.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
While we have a second, don't forget coming up Mini Chase Monday today. We got a chase coming up at 4:05. He just did he just touch her cooter? Or what?
He's like, get on my squeeze no matter what, Creedence.
Like, hey now.
Raise your hand.
I'm not, I'm
Figure it out. Okay.
He passed her a
You swear
salad.
that's true, right?
Tablet. She's gonna take the wrap.
Nothing but the truth to help you out.
yes, I do.
It would be funny if she got on there and told the truth, said, we intended to steal all that shit.
Yeah, the shit I got in my house.
Especially that damn pork loin.
And you understand we're here talking about a shopping trip back in March
Yeah.
at Walmart. Okay, and you understand that Walmart is saying that you and Mr. Spence stole some items.
Correct.
And what they're saying happened is that you went through the self-checkout line, and some items got scanned and some items didn't. And the ones that didn't get scanned didn't get paid for.
That's what they're saying.
All right. I'm gonna start out. Did you go in there with the intention that they gave you without paying for it?
No, sir, I did not. I didn't even take my purse or ID because I wasn't even going to go in first.
But I did bring my cigarettes with me, though.
My back, my leg hurts.
And,
Well, I had a 4-wheeler accident, snapped one vertebrae and 2 in the hospital for a month, and then a body cast for 9 months.
Full body cast?
And then once I fell backward over a cinder block and broke the facets off.
Oh, I hate them damn blocks that get you every time.
Okay. You mentioned earlier that you were hospitalized with some brain damage.
I had, in 2016,
Flick
I
the
got
nipple.
bad sick. I don't remember the 2 months before, or the month that I was in the hospital. My mom found me. I was married to my ex at this time.
I was a man at that point, too, by the way.
I hadn't transitioned yet.
He was gone every day before he called my mom and told her that I was sick. I don't remember that. Don't remember those 2 months. But she got me to the hospital and they thought I had had some strokes before she found me. But then I kept getting.
Get her whole medical history.
Yeah. We're back to 2016 already. We're going to go further.
I don't remember mom. I didn't know my mom or my name. And it caused brain damage in the back and lesions here.
So you have some permanent brain damage from those incidents?
And my left.
It's a good question. I don't know if anybody brought that up or not.
All the street that it's, I'm
get
having problems with swelling.
Okay. So the description of what's been going on, my understanding of what was happening, sounds like Mr. Spence was scanning the items, handing them to you, and you were putting them in the bags.
Yes.
You didn't scan anything, did you?
No.
You didn't operate the scanner at all, did you?
No.
He would scan something and hand
Oh,
it
we
to you.
accused them both of stealing?
She was the bagger. He made that clear in the beginning. He was scanning, but she was the bagger.
Okay. You didn't, at no point did you think you were being handed things that hadn't been scanned?
No, because I seen him with this hand thing and seen him scanning what he could on the other thing. So I don't, Walmart didn't train me to be a cashier. I mean,
Yeah.
you usually don't go through self-checkout.
There it is.
In fact, it took you guys 15 minutes to get through with a pretty small order, didn't it?
Well, because I'll tell you what, they never work half the time. Even out in Wayne, they'll tell you, sometimes they double ring you, but Walmart never says, whoa, wait a minute. We've got to charge you for that. Let me pay you back.
Well, that wouldn't help Mr. Spinner's job.
No, it was not.
Okay.
side-eyeing that
To be
dude.
clear,
Listen, if this is such a problem, Walmart, let's go ahead and hire some employees rather than hiring attorneys. Can you imagine?
Oh,
How
they've
much
just
money
redone.
this costs?
They've just redone my Walmart and got rid of all of them except for 2.
Oh, I believe it.
$100
No surprise.
all right, and you guys,
MasterCard, Visa card, food stamp card, and that their insurance card he's talking about that he was trying to spend can only be used at Walmart for food and stuff. It has to be used all of it.
Shelley, he actually said that. That's why he held off on
That's
the one
reason He
thing,
was waiting for the
which I get.
code items that he run up and put up there on top because he was going to use the stamp card and stuff to pay for that and put it back. We had to clear out the card because I tied up all the code stuff and stuff, so we put it in the cooler. We live above 1 acre,
yeah,
so, I mean, it was hot out,
yeah.
so,
And this happened on the 31st. It was the last day to use that card.
yes, it was last day. And put it back on again the next day, but if he didn't use it on our, yes, but he got used.
That
So
that's
you
good
guys
for
put that in the
them.
machine.
Yes, he did.
And
That being on that last day, because why else would they not use it?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
First, so we had some boy that looked at us, and he said, "Do you need help?" I said, "Yes." He come over there, I don't know what he done, said something didn't ring, didn't even know, he said something didn't ring up, he done something to the register. And he said, "I fixed it." I said, "Did you fix it?" He said, "Yeah."
so,
So then, it wouldn't take his card.
but after that one person helped you guys, and was, hey, there's a problem, he said he fixed the problem, didn't he?
Yeah, and then but it didn't, he wouldn't take his card after we put the $200 in. So there was a girl there with a yellow vest on.
Yellow?
Boy that just come and help us. I said, "Man," I
Yellow?
said, "Can you help us for a moment?"
She should have been out gathering cards.
She said,
That's
"What's
right.
the
She should
problem?" I said, "Well, we just put 2 $100 bills in here and it's declining his card." She said, "Well, that's because if you put cash in first, then you can't use your card." I said, "Well, nobody told us that. It don't say that." over
That's not
here."
true.
She said, "Well, you'll have to either just re-ring it all."
Done that a
or
bunch
she
of
said,
times.
"Just if you got," I said, "We got the cash." So he gave her the another $100 bill. She stuck it in there, gave us back our change.
And
Well,
when
they
she
should've-
did that, she didn't say, and by the way.
They should have used that card first, and it would have taken off all the food stuff, and then you just put
Yeah.
the cash in.
Mm-hmm.
But we do that with the cash sometimes and card, and it can be confusing.
And just spending your grants above that.
Here's the way it is. We came in through the upper end, which is the pharmacy thing.
Okay,
When we checked out, it was down at the grocery end, which is the other end of Walmart.
right.
So we checked out that self-checker at the very entrance of where the grocery. We paid for all this, had our buggy, and was pushing it all the way up in front of all the registers to go out the other end where our car was parked. So, until no one approached us on that big long walk to the other side of Walmart.
I heard that. That's
We
great.
got ready to go out the door, and then here jumped up this big old. I ain't gonna say document, but she was
Not
big,
say it, honey. Come on.
you know, husky. She was a lot bigger than him. He didn't scare me. But she was bigger than him. They both grabbed our buggy. I didn't know what was going on. They said, "Hold on." I said, "My boyfriend, who is not my husband." by the
Oh.
way,
Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
What's the problem? They said, "Well, y'all had some underrun items." I said, "Underrun?" "Yes." So they grabbed the buggy, they take us in the buggy all the way to the other end where we had just done, into this little room. And we kept asking what the problem was. No one would speak to us. That big Amazon girl takes our buggy and goes outside and re-rings all the merchandise. Neither one of us got to watch them do this.
So you don't even know if that's accurate.
No, because they took our.
Well, Chrissy, she said that card went away on the 31st, or it was done. I don't know.
They never gave it, they took it from us.
They never gave it back, did they?
They never gave it back to us. Plus, they didn't show us, or wouldn't tell us how much we did bring up. And Basil asked me, he said, "Hey, I've got the cash right here. You know, I'll pay you. How much did it come to?" Because we didn't know. We'd already spent almost $300, so we figured it couldn't be that much. I mean, we had more than enough money on us. And by the way, I was not drunk. I said, after this, I'm gonna need a drink, which I would have needed.
She was not drunk.
Because I never get handcuffed before, so. But anyhow,
If somebody's saying let me pay for something,
we trying to ask them questions.
I just
After
don't
they
get it.
after they went from one end of the store to the other to catch him at the door.
Act like we wasn't even in that room. Just kept ignoring us. And I said, excuse me. I said, excuse me. He said, I can pay for this. They kept talking amongst each other. She went out and run it in, brought it back in, brought in a big old garbage bag, tied at the top, as they said that was the things we paid for, and a few little items of meat that over here that we didn't pay for. Again, we both asked them, can't we just pay for it because we didn't know it did not ring up? No, it's too late now, is what the little fella here said.
The little fella.
And about that time, in walks, and I'll never forget his last name, Atkins.
Little fella right here.
And he handcuffs us, pats us down, you know, all that stuff.
Damn. In the store.
And they take us out to his cruiser. They bring out the big Santa Claus bag full of stuff we bought. And then we're trying to, he's trying to speak to the officer as he's driving us to the jailhouse. You know, we offered to pay and everything. He wouldn't even, he acted like he couldn't hear us. And Basil said, can you not speak to us? He said, what do you need?
They actually paid for
it. We've offered them.
They don't cook the potatoes, they're rock hard.
We've got the money. They said, well, he said, it's too late now. So they took us up there. They booked us. They even asked him if he was a child molester.
What?
Wouldn't you have that on your screen if you bring up his name and stuff? And they kept going on about that I didn't look like my ID. They had pulled up an old ID of me back when I was sick and weighed 110 pounds and my hair was long brown. Well, I put on 100-some pounds, so I'm a fatter woman with blonde hair now. So no, I didn't quite look like me, but the officer get back like I was trying to.
That's a hell of a story, man.
Myself. I'm like, who I am. You wouldn't let me get my ID out of the car.
Your ID was in the car back at Walmart.
Yes, locked in the automobile underneath the seat, right there.
So when they let you go to the police station, how'd you get back to your vehicle?
Because it's a bunch of.
We had cash.
Yeah, you money, didn't you?
We sure did. We had all kinds of money. 300, we had $2,000 balance, 300 something.
All right.
We paid the cab driver 100. He gave us back change.
All right, thank you. Those are all the questions I have this time.
I have no questions, Ron.
Mr. Healy.
Thank you, Art.
She definitely keeps it real. I like this couple.
Bags. You're the one that was receiving the items after Mr. Spence would hand them to you.
What's in the brown bag over here?
Even if you didn't ring them up, you were putting them in bags.
Species, they're going to throw out the little guy.
Oh, he'd say that
Light
every
it on
time.
fire.
I run this up. Here's this.
No, you got to light it on fire, throw it over to the little feller. Little feller over here.
Tell you, he was bringing up everything. And he would lay down here, and I'd already run this one up. I tied it up because we had a cooler. Okay, he was gonna pay food stamps for the meat and the stuff there, all right? We thought when we put the $100, the woman took the $100 because it wouldn't take the stamp card, and everything was paid for. They never let on like nothing didn't ring up, or nothing wasn't ringing up, or anything was going wrong.
Now, you said something about the SNAP card and somebody coming over to help you, but nobody came over to help you after the first couple minutes you were there, correct?
Sir, it was
Oh, Ralph.
a guy, it was a girl and a guy, and we was at the first one. First, got that guy's attention. Not you didn't, what the one. I asked him. He said, are you having problems? I said, yes. So he come up and done something to the cash register and walked off and said he fixed it. Then, when we tried, after we put the money in, we tried to use the card, it wouldn't work. There's a lady behind me with a little yellow vest on, just like the little fella I called up there. And I asked her, is something still wrong with this? And
There's the blue shoes, by the way, guys.
She said, what happened? I said, well, put 200 in it. I said, it won't take this card, because we're trying to use the card. We had $200 on the stamp
But
card.
there wasn't anybody around you when you were paying. attending, not attending to you. The lady that came there was at the beginning of the video, beginning of the time you were there, wasn't she?
No, she was not, sir.
Now, I want to take you back
She
to
was
when you
in
first
at
got
the
there.
end
When
of.
you first got there and you sat down in the vacuum area. And you're facing Mr. Spence, who's got the buggy there, and he started to scan things.
Correct.
Okay.
I always sit down.
It's not long after that that the gentleman who works there at Walmart approaches you and Mr. Spence, correct?
We hollered at somebody, we need help.
Okay, so you're saying that Mr. Spender was lying?
I
He
never
said he
seen
sent it
Mr.
over?
Spender, yes, I never seen
Okay, you are.
Mr. Spender till he jumped around my buggy.
All right, now look,
I'm on the second run over.
Wow.
We didn't,
the guy from Walmart who came over to you, the first item that you scanned was this 5-shelf unit.
God,
Objection, she testified she didn't scan anything.
I thought the same thing,
You and
Angela.
Mr. Spence scanned.
I didn't scan
All right, then you
anything.
were there buying. Then you were sitting there and it came
I
from
didn't
your.
have no cash to buy anything.
Do you remember seeing it? Do you remember seeing this item?
Yeah.
Yes, or 5 shelf.
I had the item at the house, wasn't paid for it.
All right.
Garbage bag.
All right, so.
She's pointing right in his face.
He pointed to that item and pointed to the screen. That was the last item you scanned. Remember him saying that? That's the last item you scanned.
No, sir, he did not.
And
say
you
that.
remember then you had a pair of jeans already in a bag and it was covered up and was next to your hip?
No, sir, I
Then
did
you
not remember that.
uncovered that, brought that out, and that was the number, that was the, GE Slim Jean, that was the.
I didn't buy any jeans that day.
You bought it for somebody, because you bought 2 pairs of
He
jeans.
got them himself, I didn't know he had these, no, I did not.
Pull his eyeball
Slim
out.
jeans, he was wearing slim jeans.
Well, go look at his breeches, I don't wear them size of man pants.
Go look at that bridge.
So your testimony is that you didn't.
I wear them damn boxer briefs.
And tie it off and without being there.
I never put anything in bags that's not stained.
What's with all this lube? You
So
did.
what made you decide that very?
Was the cold stuff, the meat and the stuff to put in the cooler.
And just picture frames.
No, you're not, I did not, sir.
What made, was that the first time you had attempted to use the self-checkout?
I never use it. He does all the shopping. I sit down because I can't even hardly walk with the buggy.
So you normally don't go with him when he goes to Walmart?
I go with him when he goes to Walmart. But
And
at
when you-
Save-A-Lot in Wayne, I don't go with him. And
I'm not asking
I go
that.
to Wayne Walmart.
Okay, had you ever been with him when he used the self-checkout
Yes.
before?
He'd only used it one time before.
He said he'd never used it before.
Never over here.
Okay,
Never at Wayne. He'd done it once at Wayne.
and
But
did he
we
have
don't worry about it, Wayne.
did he have
Everybody
problems with
knows
it?
us.
Did he have problems with it at Wayne?
Is they never want none work. And you get employees, if they
So-
want you to take out and don't want stuff ripped off, get people to run the register.
Did he have, were you with him when he used the self-checkout at Wayne?
I was out in the car, smoking a cigarette.
Okay, did he say anything to you like, oh my God?
Said she was having a cigarette. Anthony, I agree. I was wondering too. I think that it's kind of a pro move. It'd make me feel uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm. You see, he finally back down and sat down.
Yeah, and so the judge can see too. I don't know. It's kind of a pro move.
Follow up, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, I got a little upset. I'm never so or trying to see.
There's no question on the floor, so you
You can't talk right now.
Okay.
You're excused. You may step down.
A number okay.
Yeah, you did, good job.
Help her. Fall down.
Defense have any
Drop
other
some
witnesses that wishes to call?
The defense rests, Your Honor.
All right, boys.
State, you have any rebuttal?
We rest.
I hope that we hear.
Let's get a verdict, guys. What do you think?
Well, on a theft offense, it has to be either from circumstantial evidence or direct evidence. There has to be proof that the defendant intended to take what was taken from the owner of the property. So I don't find there's proof here beyond a reasonable doubt, and for several reasons.
Oh, they're off.
The main thing is,
They're out.
I mean, they attempted to actually pay more than they paid. Walmart even agrees that on the one receipt, it shows they presented a card that had money on it and it was declined. To me, that goes to the intent. There was no intent. That's an intent to pay. Wasn't an intent to steal. If you're trying to pay more and they wouldn't even accept the money you tried to present to them, how can you say they intended to steal? So
Love it.
I'm gonna find the defendant's not guilty.
Thank you very much.
Ah, that's so quick and easy. Holy shit. Oh my God, you guys.
Hell yeah.
Oh man, that was all that for that dude. Boy, that judge knew it, didn't he? I mean, there was no time. Just not guilty. Tap.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
That little feller's leaving.
There goes the little fella. I would have waited for them to leave. I probably would have asked a hunchback at Notre Dame there to help out. Yeah, walk me out. Hold my hand or something.
I mean, he can't. I mean, he really did come in there.
Man,
there was nothing at all that said, "Hey, let's move on with this case."
Oh,
Nothing.
man.
They had all the intent to pay for this stuff. They had the money. They had the card. They had, I mean,
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did.
I lost their ass on that one.
Oh man. Do you think she has 2 cigarettes in her mouth right now?
Oh, they're gonna go home and have so much sex and eat tater salad till they're just content. Whoa, what a case. What a great case.
That really was, and a great what a great ending with it being so cut and dry. He wasn't bullshitting or nothing. He wasn't trying to hurt no feel. He didn't care.
No he and no han.
No, nothing.
30-second verdict.
Just wow. All right, man. What a great day to come back to something like that. It was a great case. The fact that it was that couple, they were great. That's a good question. Why would Walmart not even ask that? I wonder.
I mean, they didn't even. I mean, did they get their stuff that they paid for? Did they? I mean, how does that work?
Yeah, because they were talking about it going back on the shelves or something.
Yeah, because Walmart wanted to pay restitutions for $100 and some worth of stuff.
405 East for We Got a Chase, Mini Chase Monday coming up. There was a video that I watched the other day where two people from Walmart were going through this lady's entire shopping cart. She must have had 10, 12, 15 bags and some things that weren't even. I wish I could find that. They took a bunch of her food, put it on the floor. Expected Dave, it took him 2 seconds, and he said doesn't find enough. There's not enough evidence, and Walmart even admitted that they tried paying too much for the stuff and said you're not guilty. That was the young fella. He's not happy. But yeah, went through every single thing, mashed it up on the receipt off to the side, and the lady was filming it. She was kind of loud, which I kind of understand. And then the guy even tried to say that she stole the drinks or something like that. And the other Walmart employee says, no, I just told you they paid for it.
Oh, they don't have their shit together at Walmart at all.
I would never. If Walmart did something like that to me, I would never go back.
That's like today. My when got a haircut, my daughter's like, "Hey, go in Walmart and buy your grandson this gift."
Hey, you our guy.
It's on sale for $15. So she saw it from another Walmart. You know how that works. And I said, "All right, I'll go in there and look for it." So I went in and I find it. It's supposed to be like $15. And it says it's $22. And I said, well, let me find a scanner. Well, of course, they've taken all the scanners out. You can't pick anything.
Yeah, you're supposed to use your phone that doesn't give you the right.
So I said, I'll roll the dice. I went ahead and checked out. And instead of it being $15 or $22, like I said it was on the shelf, it was $7.50. So I'm like, okay. That's how messed up things are in that store. Either you're getting a great deal on something, you don't know it,
right?
Or you're paying full price and hope for the best when you go to checkout. So
there was one time I still remember it was some blue pillow. And it was on clearance. So look, it was 50 cents. I'm like, oh, I want to grab 2 of them.
Mhm.
And it rang up for 1 penny. And I said, oh, go grab the rest of those.
There was something that my wife had asked for, some sort of candy. It was supposed to be $1, and I scanned it, and it said 23 cents. Let me go buy the rest of these. And got them, come there and ring them up, for 23 cents a piece. It's really weird. It's and Walmart is so quick to accuse somebody of something like that. And I'm sorry, they just didn't fit the bill to me.
This is still going on, by the way.
Where are the cows? In the woods now?
I guess so.
We're never gonna get them back in the woods.
No shit. Daisy Trade, thank you for the tuna, you loony.
But really quick, there's 106 of you here. If you would all do us one big favor, go to our We Got a Case YouTube channel and just subscribe. We're just trying to build that channel up so that YouTube will see that we do something for that channel. You don't even have to watch over there. I don't care what you do after that.
Oh, is this the truck they're bringing up the nature strip? See it? It looks like a cattle truck, doesn't it?
It does, but I didn't see any cattle. Maybe we're just going to take that up there, open it, and they'll figure it out.
I can't believe that this is still going on. Oh, I wondered. Oh, look right there. You can see in the road where there seems to be.
Oh, there's a couple of 18-wheelers coming up there. I mean, people are going to start running out of gas and stuff.
Oh, yeah. This has been going on for a long time. Steer clear. I see what you did there.
Don't forget.
No, it's a bunch of cows.
A bunch of cows. Peow.
Oh, this has been going on way before we went live with We Got a Case today.
Oh, yeah. You'd sent me a picture. Mini Chase Monday happening today. So make sure you're. They've stopped traffic again, Creed, in that direction.
Oh, they're letting them move a little bit, I guess.
They're letting them what, Creed? Move. Just one lane moving at the moment.
It's utterly fantastic. Guys, thank you so much. What a great day to come back. I'm so glad we had it. That was a great case. I'm sorry. That had it all. And her going up there was great. Are they running marathons? That's why they had to.
Oh, yeah. This is the torch.
Or number 2.
Oh, wow. Look at these people. Now they're scattering. What are we
doing? They're running back because the traffic is moving and they were down there hanging out. That's
they're up to no good, Creed, doing the drugs.
Smoke to the devil's lettuce, they think. Look at the old man jumping in the orange car. He was, I think he was down in the woods too.
Maybe they were all taking a leak, dude.
All right, guys. Been fun. See you back 4:05 for Mini Chase Monday, and We Got a Chase today. Don't forget, we'll be back hopefully tomorrow, depending on how he feels. We're trying to get right back to the schedule. We might see you at noon tomorrow. We'll let you know if anything changes.
Fingers crossed. All right, guys. If you haven't already liked this video, please do so. If you haven't subscribed to our case only channel, We Got a KC. Please get over there and do that.
I beg your pardon?
I said, please get over there and do that. We appreciate it. We love you. And we'll see you real soon, kid.
Moo. Look at where's my neck?
It's there. It's you're turning your head. You can't see it for the massive homeless beard.
My head does not fit the body.
Oh, it's perfect. Same size. Look at the hands. Big head.